Hello and welcome to ForestFanTV with me, Stephen. I've got Arthur here with me as well. Now, in the past couple of days, Stuart Pearce has said that Henri Lansbury needs to sort out his discipline and, in his words, stop getting ludicrous yellow cards. He could lose his place in the team, according to Pearce, if he carries on doing it. Arthur, you've seen quite a bit of Lansbury this season. What do you think of his disciplinary record?
Well, his disciplinary record is what it is. It's very poor. And if he was taking them for the team, all well and good, but it's not. They're just ridiculous bookings. I mean, the one on Saturday, no need to have done what he did. So that's his ninth booking. Not only is his place in jeopardy, one more and he's out for 2 games. Then his place really is in jeopardy then, with Tesh coming on and doing what he did on Saturday, and you've still got Vaughan waiting in the wings and other people ready to step in. So I think he's got to up his game. But he's got to sort out his mental attitude as well, and then we'll get a proper Henri Lansbury then.
Yeah, like you say, 9th booking of the season against Charlton, and he's only played 15 games. So in terms of that, if he was to carry on like that for the rest of the season, you're looking at over 20 bookings in a season, which would be crazy, really. And in terms of the kind of player he is, he brings a lot of energy to the midfield, and he's a creative player as well. Is it partly down to the role he's playing at the minute? Because he's in that 4-4-2 and there's only 2 of them in the centre of midfield. Is it because he's having to do more defensive work and he's having to make more tackles that he's picking up these yellow cards regularly? Or is it just a mental thing?
I think it's a mental thing, because if Henry got his mind going, he's probably one of the best players in the Championship. And I do think it's all in his head rather than anywhere else. He can run up and down for 90 minutes, not a problem. I mean, he can put a ball 30, 40 yards at somebody's feet. He can score lovely goals as well. He just needs to sort himself out mentally, and I think we'll be fine.
The issue for Forest as a whole is that if Lansbury continues getting bookings, we're going to end up missing an influential player for a couple of games at a time. And especially with Reid and Cohen out, we don't need that kind of issue with the squad, do we?
Well, we don't know. I mean, I'm not quite sure when Reid will be ready. I mean, the initial talk was around Christmas time, so hopefully that will come to fruition. I don't know. But no, we don't need people missing for stupid reasons. If people are out for injury, that's just tough. But just to keep getting bookings and bookings and bookings, get yourself suspended, he needs to sort himself.
Yeah. The quote from Pearce is, he says, "It is ridiculous for a midfield player to have 9 bookings at this stage of the season. It is ludicrous. It took a little more to get a booking in my heyday, admittedly, but even I would not come close to that." Now, Stuart Pearce was hard but fair back in his day, as we all know. But if anybody is there to talk about discipline to Henri Lansbury, it's probably Stuart Pearce will be the best kind of man to at least guide him and perhaps teach him how to get his tackles right, put his tackles in but do it in the right way, I guess. Because obviously the game has moved on from when Stuart Pearce was playing. And in terms of Pearce coming out in the media and saying this, has he done the right thing, or do you think this is going to provoke a negative response from Lansbury through him going public?
No, I'm hoping it'll provoke a positive response. Perhaps it needs to be told in public. Perhaps he needs to be shown up a little bit, and then he can go on the pitch, be far more positive and do what he can do, be one of the best players in the Championship.
Some fans say that rather than toe the hard line with Lansbury, you've almost got to give him a few cuddles and the softly approach. Do you agree with that?
How long do you go giving the cuddles, though? You can't go on forever. Perhaps he needs dropping for a game or 2. Perhaps that might sort him.
Yeah.
Or if he should be picked on Saturday, pick up another booking, 2-game suspension, somebody else comes in like Tesh did on Saturday, takes his place, and then he's got to fight for his place then. So it's up to Henry. He's got to sort himself. Yeah.
And the bookings he's picked up this season, they've been a mix of silly tackles, needless fouls, and dissent as well. He likes to have a word with the referees on occasion, and he's been punished for that as well. So overall, you just think they're needless bookings. It's kind of getting to a game now where you're almost expecting him to get booked.
Well, this is what I said earlier. He's not taking them for the team. He's not doing things, maybe getting bookings what he should be getting bookings, but he's getting needless bookings. And it's totally unnecessary. And that's up, as I say, it's up to Henri now to sort himself.
Yeah. What do you make of Lansbury's disciplinary record? Can it be improved, or is this just part of the player that he is? Get in touch with us on Twitter at ForestFanTV. Look us up on Facebook, that's Nottingham Forest TV, where you'll find us, and leave your comments in the section below. Until next time, from Arthur and from me, goodbye.